Hi folks, this is Martin Francham from Schneider Electric, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the components that make up our HVAC side of the Building Insights platform. Let's go take a look. Let's talk about some of the devices that we can have connected up on our HVAC system. Of course, the core of the HVAC system is our SE8650. And that is our touchscreen controllers. Reason we chose these is because we went with the models that have PIR and humidity sensing on them. We wanted to make sure that we covered all of our bases, and so that if somebody does come back, they want to do local control off that PIR sensor, they already had it. If they wanted to do humidity, they already had those readings. So on the goal of providing more data rather than less data to our partners, it's also a touchscreen interface, which makes it very, very easy to set up. And so those of you that have worked with our room controllers know that it's just a matter of accessing that configuration, setting it up, and like I say, everything comes on board off this screen. The PIR sensor in behind these two little lines here, as well as a light level sensor that'll automatically dim that screen when the lights are off. Now, going around in a clockwise fashion, the first device you're going to see up here is our outdoor temperature sensor. If we want to be getting readings locally as to what is the outdoor temperature, we can connect this up. It again comes in a wonderful weather-tight box. You just place that out, wire that up to our SE8000 directly. When you wire it up to the first SE8000, it will automatically bring in your temperature and push that across to all of your other SE8000. So you only need one of these out on a site. When we're looking at remote temperature sensors, this is one of our remote temperature sensors that we can have wired up. It is just a standard 10K2 thermistor. We wire it to the walls. It's going to run two wires back to our SE8650, and that will enable us to read remote temperatures. So where we see this often deployed is in restaurants or gas stations where maybe all the SE8650s are in one area and they have sensors that are just run out into the space. This is a perfect way to go in and grab those temperatures. When you connect it up to your SE8650, it will automatically start using that input. It's smart enough to know that as soon as it gets a reading, it knows you want to be using that remote temperature sensor. Next piece that we're going to see here is our discharge air sensor. And so we can put this up in a duct, we can be grabbing the discharge air. We always recommend that you put a discharge air sensor on a system. It really helps validate whether your system is working correctly and help troubleshoot any units that you have in the future. For instance, if you have a call for cooling, we see that the SE8650 is calling for cooling, both compressors are on, but our discharge is sitting somewhere up at around 75, 80 degrees. We know that there's a problem with our units, that those compressors aren't kicking on. So a very, very useful sensor to include in your Building Insights option. And finally, thermostats don't always fit the same form factor. So when we're deploying our SE8650s, we deploy them in a vertical sense. Some other partners deploy them in a horizontal sense, or deployed the previous thermostats in a horizontal sense. We have these wall plates. Very easy to cover up any paint that no longer matches or any holes in the wall that wouldn't match. And so by combining all these together, we get a very, very comprehensive look at the local HVAC system. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.